It's been a while already. I think it's been a week since I've made a video. Yeah, I was on holiday. I say holiday because I just left the country to go to Austria to go snowboard a little bit. But at the end of the day, I only did 1.5 days of snowboarding, and the rest I was working. So I was doing emails. I was searching for, the project that I'm working on, which is going really, really well, to be honest. I'll talk about it in the next episode. But in this episode, I wanted to talk about the imposter syndrome. And it's something that a lot of creatives have. And I wanted to talk about the fact that you should see it in a good way, even though, of course, sometimes it's devastating because everybody's is saying that you're doing a great job and so on. But you keep telling yourself that they say that because it's to make you feel good, or they say that because they know you. And then every compliment just goes in one ear and comes out of the other one immediately. Or you just don't believe them. And it's my case. All compliments that I get, it's like, yeah, but they cannot compare, for example, a wedding. I'm like, yes, they like it, they love it, whatever. But that's because they couldn't compare it with another photographer. I'm pretty sure that if another photographer or videographer did the wedding, he would have done a better job. And so it's like this with every single shoot, whether it's video, photography. And the same with, obviously, the YouTube content. But that's a fact. Everybody knows that some people are better than others. I'm starting, everybody started, I guess, and it takes time. But for me, the imposter syndrome is also a way to get better. Get better, make better work. It's pushing myself to do better. And some people say, yeah, but you should be proud of your work, blah, blah, blah. But for me, as long as I have the imposter syndrome, it means that I'm not there yet. It pushes me to do better. And I think everybody should see it that way. Sure, at some point, you shouldn't have it anymore because, everybody's asking for you, everybody's paying for you. And I guess, well, I'm talking as a photographer or videographer, so it's different, but I mean, it's different for everybody, every kind of job. But as a photographer and videographer, at some point you shouldn't have it anymore. It's good to have critique about your work, own judgment, but at some point you don't have to belittle your work. And that's something that I still have, is that my work, people are shooting with me because, yeah, I'm close by, I'm, I guess, affordable. And that, yeah, sometimes it just keeps in my head. And I know it's not good, but I try to see it in a good way. Like I said, it pushes myself to do better. And it works. So it makes you start new things, try new things. And at some point you just kind of ignore it until you get compliments. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about. And you shouldn't be ashamed of it or whatever. You should use it. Everything that's bad, you should see it in a good way. That's something that builds you. And I don't know if you guys have it or feel the same way. I don't know if you call it imposter syndrome or if it's something else. But yes, use it in a good way. Use it to do something else. Use it to do better things, and yeah, embrace it. Embrace every feelings you have. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today. That's all I wanted to talk about. Because I wanted to talk about it because it's something that followed me since the beginning. I always thought that my work is pretty bad. I still think. But yeah, it's like I said, I see it in a positive way. I see it as a reason to get better, to get better at my work. And as a person, obviously, but yeah, that's another story. So yeah, I wish you a good night, a nice evening, and a good day, and see you next time. Bye bye.